They say your brain's most creative in your sleep. See, they say in the sleep state, the brain thinks much more visually and intuitively.
What is this? What is this?
Maybach music.
I like this Maybach. Sweet.
As dream chasers, we accomplish that wide awake.
Turn everything up a little bit in the headphones.
You ready?
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide, nigga, I'm too damn fly. Sipping all of this purple, it got me too damn high. They say they down for the team, but playing too damn sides. I'm like, niggas ain't loyal, niggas ain't loyal. When these voices in my head saying niggas ain't for you. And when you getting money, these niggas are aim for you. And when it's looking sunny, these niggas will rain on you. It's a dark cloud over me, money took control of me. I'm barely getting time to see my son and that shit hurting me. Baby mama tripping out, I tell her to work with me. I'm on probation, still strapped, cause niggas wanna murder me. And lately I've been getting faded. Cut a couple homies off cause them niggas hate it. And all these bitches wanna fuck me cause the nigga made it. I'm getting paper hard cold as the refrigerator. Young nigga get money, young nigga get money, young nigga go and get it, yeah. And then the damn thing changed, but the bezel on my rollie and the diamonds in my chain, yeah.
As dream chasers, we consider ourselves a creative upper class. When it comes to ideas, we're just in a different tax bracket.
Gangsta grill, you bastards. Young rich nigga, $250,000 worth of jewels. Bad bitch with me, try and blow me like a fuse. Just to get a...
Oh man, feels good to be back, y'all. I just had to listen to that real quick. It's funny because I was actually listening to that song when I was out for a couple days. But yeah, man, we about to get straight into this video, man. I just had to have a little moment with y'all real quick. But yeah, we back, man. Let's get it. Yo, what's good, YouTube? And I am back. And we got this reaction video, man. Damn, I missed y'all. But we got Why You Never Poke Larry Bird, a trash talk story told by NBA players. Yeah, man, we definitely back, y'all. We definitely back. I know I had a little moment in my intro, but yeah, let's get it, man. We back on the grind. I definitely feel good taking a couple of these days off, man. But yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. We back on the grind. I damn sure miss y'all, man. But I definitely gotta get back to the comments and everything, because I saw y'all was blowing me up. I saw this was one of the videos y'all was actually blowing me up about. So yeah, let's get straight into this, man. We right back at it, man. Damn sure miss y'all. Yeah, y'all was blowing me up with this video. Yeah, let's get it.
You guys absolutely love the Larry Bird trash talk stories, and this one is one of the greatest and funniest trash talking moments of all time. Now, a few months ago I posted a Larry Bird video that did quite well on this channel, and it featured Dominique and the Atlanta Hawks, but this video is separate to that, and this trash talking moment happened a few years later. This is the time that Larry Bird went in on Spud Webb, Dominique Wilkins, Doc Rivers, and the whole Atlanta Hawks team, and it is hilarious. Larry Bird is one of the greatest players of all time, but he's arguably the greatest trash talker of all time as well, and this video proves that. So if you do enjoy videos just like this one, I'd really appreciate if you guys could hit that like button if you do enjoy it by the end of the video. Subscribe if you are new for videos just like this one. I also want to give full credit to all the podcast interviews and clips used in this video. They are on the screen right now, so be sure to check them out in their entireties. I don't want to keep you guys waiting, so this is the reason why you don't trash talk Larry Bird, and I hope you guys enjoy.
You guys played the Celtics, Big Three, in the playoffs, '88. What were those matchups like?
They're brutal.
We were trying to go at each other's throat.
It was unbelievable. I mean, Game 7.
Game 7 of the 1988 Eastern Conference semifinals. For Dominique Wilkins and the Hawks, and Larry Bird and the Celtics. It was a time to test their championship resolve. For 3 quarters, the teams fought to a standstill. But it was only a prelude to what was to come. As the final quarter began, a grueling personal contest of can you top this was about to begin.
That's free. Here's Wilkins. That's what they must have. It's a duel. Put down your saber. Wilkins. What a game.
Two men who brought out the best in each other.
While I was in college, I used to watch and get Sports Illustrated, and I remember seeing Dominique Wilkins. I said, man, I would love to play with this guy, not knowing anything about the Hawks, but it was like, I would love to play with him. And then ended up getting drafted by Atlanta. Now Nick's my teammate. And I was like, I mean, a dream come true.
You think about those Atlanta teams with Dominique and Spud and Doc Rivers.
Tree Rollins.
And so we, they for sure had the respect of us. Kevin Willis was a good player, and Dominique and Doc Rivers and Spud Webb came off their bench.
And Randy Whip,
Tree Rollins,
Kevin Willis,
Kevin Willis,
yeah.
Jump Hook, Cliff Robinson,
Cliff Levinson, the original big dog. Yeah.
We were grown, we were young, we were really athletic. We had that energy that a team would need. And all we had to do was build chemistry, begin to understand each other's games, weaknesses and strengths. And we did that, and we started to flourish after the first 4 or 5 years.
They were a deep team that could score the ball, and if we weren't at our best, we were in trouble.
But with that team, they were so fun to watch because Dominique was the headliner, but everyone else around him. When you talk about Spud Webb, they would come over and play with us across the street at Georgia Tech. You say, this little joker can flat out go. First small guy getting the dunk contest, win the dunk contest, all that hype around them. The question would be, when it got crunch time, the other team would outsmart them. That was their downfall.
That was a pretty good bunch to not win it all. And they had that one, remember the Dominique, Larry Bird, big shootout?
It's Game 7 in 1988 against the Atlanta Hawks. Dominique and Larry Bird.
One of the most clutch moments. I remember watching it as a kid. Got me hyped. I went outside and started shooting outside of the playground, pretending I was both of y'all. But
1988.
That had to be one of the best
moments. Conference semifinals. Neek and Bird.
Game 7, the Dominique Bird series.
Shot for shot.
Shot for shot. Dominique and Bird going back and forth.
You know, we should have eliminated them in 6.
Well, the whole series was crazy. Game 1 and 2, the Celtics won by like a combined 80 points. Like, they blew us out.
As the Hawks found themselves down to the final gasp. But back home in the Omni, they were flying high. The offensive spark plug, little Spud Webb, found a way to slither through the Celtic defense, putting together a career-best playoff performance and igniting the Hawks to a much-needed victory.
I remember coming back for Game 3 to Atlanta, and the big article in Atlanta Journal was put a fork in them, we're done. And then we win Game 3 and then win Game 4, go into Boston and win Game 5. And that was a great game. I think we took control.
The Atlanta Hawks just will not surrender to the favored Boston Celtics.
It's kind of a clash of two worlds. In Bird, you've got somebody who's already an icon. He's already been sanctified as a Boston Saint. And Dominique represents a different kind of basketball.
We had him, Matt, the one time we were up 3-2.
We won Game 5 in Boston. We was not supposed to win that game, the critics say. So we knew going to Game 6, I said, man, we could advance and we can beat these guys.
The frenetic Hawks, led by the Freakazoid, had old school Boston by the throat. Up 3-2 in the best-of-7 series.
All Atlanta has to do is go down to Atlanta and close the series out.
And then the last play in Game 6 was, Dominique and I were the two guys that score.
And at the end of the game, we drew up a play.
I called a timeout because they knew what we were running. We called another one.
It turned into a broken play.
I inbounded the ball to Cliff Livingston, and he was supposed to dribble handoff to either me or Dominique. DJ read it, and he top-sided me. Cliff looked at Dominique, and then Cliff went on his own.
I went to basket left-hand running hook. I was mad.
Cliff's right-handed. He shot a left-handed hook shot.
Livingston, no. Boston has won the game.
because the play was supposed to come to me, and I'm like, Woody, don't break the play, bro. And so we ended up losing that game, and after the game.
And I remember this old lady at the airport. I mean, and I'm not exaggerating, she may have been 80. You know, had her little purse, and she walks up to me, "Hey, Rivers, you thought you wasn't coming back, did you?" I will never forget that. I wish I knew who that lady was.
Barrett made a prediction. He said, Atlanta blew their opportunity. I'm guaranteeing a win in Boston.
Well, they had their chance. You know, they had a big chance to beat us. I think now that we're going to come out and play like we did tonight, but we're going to be at home. And our shots are going to be dropping a little bit better, and we're going to be running a little bit faster. So I'd say Sunday's going to be a big win for the Celtics.
And we had to look at that, right? I guarantee a win. Atlanta blew their opportunity. And I'm like, hey, I don't know what Bird talking about. We have a great opportunity. We going in there. We going to kick their butt. We coming to win. I don't care what he said. We get to Boston, and we walk out of the locker room, and I stop. I said, we going to win this bleep game. I said, if you ain't ready to fight, you ain't ready to go to war. If you guys ain't ready to fight, you ain't ready to go to war, don't even come out in the court. Don't come out here. I said, whoever guarding me tonight going to have a long night. Unfortunately, Bird was saying the same thing in the other locker room, to his teammates. So it set up for one of the greatest shootouts ever in the seventh game. And I remember
Larry Bird, he passed by our locker room. He's like, there's nobody in here can guard me. But he was just playing, though. Yeah, because he was playing.
I remember before this big game against Dominique, that Larry was out shooting, and I was out shooting early at one end of the court. Larry was down at the other end, and I noticed that Larry was down there like shooting left-handed jump hooks from like 12, 15 feet. Now, he made left-handed shots, but I saw him shooting right-handed jump hooks from 12 or 15 feet. And I went down there and go like, what are you doing? He goes, my Achilles tendons are killing me. My step back it won't work tonight. I need that jump hook. And he made something that game. I mean, it's just unbelievable. That just tells you his confidence and tells you what kind of a player he was, just to have a game plan of what shots he was going to make that night.
So it set up for one of the greatest shootouts ever in the seventh game.
Despite Bird's brash words, the Hawks seemed unintimidated. And it would quickly become apparent that if Larry was to make good on his prediction, he would have to contend with a high-flying Dominique Wilkins, who would simply play the game of his life.
Jake O'Donnell's all set, and the tip goes to Boston.
We came into Game 7 with the right mindset, believing that we would have a chance to win Game 7.
You know, it was one of those Sundays in the Boston Garden, hot, crowd crazy. They expected they were going to win. I don't think they expected to have a tussle like they had in that game.
Game 7 would go down as one of the greatest games in NBA history.
Dominique was an unstoppable player. No guy could guard him in the league man for man. You could see his competitiveness. You could see his determination in that Game 7.
There was only one player on the floor who could match his will.
Bird is open. Do they want him to take that shot? With 6 points on the drive. Parrish picks for Bird. Gets the roll. Shooting hand wide open. Bird with a very difficult angle gets it to fall.
And I remember he only had 12 points going in the fourth quarter.
I remember coming down the floor, and I remember myself, Larry Bird, and Kevin Willis. I really believe this. The reason why Larry Bird got so hot in that game, in that fourth quarter, Kevin Willis and I and Bird was running down the court, and we were running down the court, and Kevin reached across me, put his hands, and puts his finger in Larry Bird's chest, said, don't let this so-and-so score any more tonight. Kevin Willis came over and said, Neek, don't let him score tonight. And Bird standing around. Next time I'm looking at Kevin. What you doing? What are you doing? You know, his Bird's eyes got like this big.
You don't want to awaken a sleeping giant. He got 12 points. Don't wake him up.
Are you crazy?
Leave him sleep.
Let him stay asleep.
Yes.
What you doing?
Woke him up.
You don't wake up a sleeping giant. And his eyes got that big.
You know, it's like his eyes
got this big. I look at Kevin, what are you doing? And from that point, it was a shooting match.
That fourth quarter, was unbelievable.
On the drive, Bird with a reverse wraparound. Wilkins from the perimeter.
That's running the offense.
Bird is open. Do they want him to take that shot? That's 3-on-1.
Larry was torturing him. Dominique was torturing me on when he had the ball.
That fourth quarter, maybe the best fourth quarter as far as mano-mano of all time.
Bird gets it in low on the turnaround against Wilkins.
Mano-mano duel, Bird versus Wilkins.
Wilkins responds.
I got to come down there offensively. I got to carry the load, and I got to keep us going.
It's Bird's turn.
And I remember sitting down before the fourth quarter, and I'm watching the game. And I remember they took me out for a blow, and Kevin and Cliff Livingston came in the game, and he got hot. And I remember Coach said, "All right, Nick, go in there and slow him down." I said, "Slow him down? He hot now. Forget that." That's the only thing I can do is try to match him bucket for bucket. That's what turned out one of the greatest fourth quarters ever.
So we're playing, the ball goes up. You know how you clear space, you get that rebound every day. You're not even worried about it because I push it and I go up to get it. And all of a sudden, man, there's just a force all over my shoulder. He grabs it, he dunks it. You know those short shorts? They were right here. I tell you right now. I mean, he threw that thing down and I was like, oh my, and Larry has the classic line. Larry goes, "Shoot, I better box that guy out, huh, Kev?" I said, "Yeah, I suggest you put a body on him." That was one of the craziest things ever. I'd never seen a guy that high in my life. He just threw it down.
Short shorts right here, huh, kid?
Right here, baby. That was not, I still have nightmares about that, Smitty.
Obviously.
You had 47 in that game. Larry Bird had 34, but 20 of those
In that quarter. But like I said, I think he ended up with 34 for the game.
And the duel continues.
I don't think it was so much edge they had. I just thought it was a player that they had, and that was Larry Bird.
It's Bird's turn.
Who basically put the team on his shoulders in that fourth quarter.
The Celtics are ahead of the Atlanta Hawks. 84-82. Will return to the Garden.
And make it easier for him to bring the ball up.
Bird now cuts free.
The defense.
Tied at 88. With Bird again pulling up. Putting Boston ahead. Bird attempting to break free. Stays with it and the foul is called. The continuation for Larry Bird. We're up by 7. Dominique hits a 3. Lead to Bird off the fake. Improves his position. Wilkins ties it for Atlanta.
You know, Dominique was pretty much the whole game. Larry, the fourth quarter, kind of then, carried their team. That's what made him so great.
50. Bird cuts free, left hands in for the field goal.
This is a type of game who's going to blink first.
Wilkins responds.
Between the two of them.
It's Bird's turn. And it gets it back. And Dominique high off the glass. Bird snaps free. Comes up with a shot. The Celtics lead. Sees the top defensively. Now he goes into double team. It's Bird. Johnson gets it into Bird. And Wilkins is there. Bird comes free. We began the broadcast by telling you about Larry Bird, who, following the Game 6 victory by the Celtics in Atlanta, guaranteed a win in number 7, saying the Hawks blew their chance by losing number 6. Larry Bird started the game slowly, but here in the fourth period, he has shown you why he's a future Hall of Famer. 20 points this quarter. He is 9 of 10 in this period. He has hit his last 6 field goals. As far as Larry Bird is concerned, it's Detroit, here we come.
You know, get the ball to Larry and let him make the read, because if they come double, he's going to make the right play. And the game wasn't that complicated for him, and he made some tough shots. Like I said, some left-handed running hooks, and and again, he wasn't feeling great at that time of the year, at that moment, and to watch him just gut it out and just to will his body to even finish that game, let alone score 20 in the fourth quarter of a Game 7 is mind-boggling to me.
Larry Bird that night was Listen, he was unbelievable, and he was so clutch. Meek was just as clutch that night. It's just that Larry in the fourth quarter was unstoppable.
So clutch is not just the final 3 or 4 seconds of the game.
And the thing is, we were sending everybody at him to slow him down. He was so hot that I think one of the shots he hit was a left-handed 3. That's when you know a guy is in the zone.
Bird attempting to break free, stays with it, and the foul is called. The continuation for Larry Bird. Lead changes. The Celtics once were up by 7. Dominique hits a 3.
If they knew who was going to get the ball, it's like Robert Parrish always said, 40,000 eyes on Larry Bird because they knew he was going to get the ball. And we knew it, our opponents knew it, now it's just up to them to stop it.
Boston Celtics will win this series.
Man, he was doing a little bit of everything. I don't know really what he was doing in that fourth quarter, but the stuff that he was doing, it was unbelievable, man. I mean, he was throwing left-hand shots, running hooks. His game was at another level. We was trying to match each other's will.
20 of his 34 in the fourth quarter. Dominique had...
Yeah, Larry Bird hit more clutch shots, you know, in pressure situations than any player.
I told you about each and every one, right?
You talked about Larry Bird saying someone's got to lose this game. When did he say that to you? Early in the fourth or late in the fourth?
No, it was late in the fourth quarter. It was probably like, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds to go in the game. I think it was a timeout, or we were taking the ball out of the bounds. I can't remember what it was, but I remember him saying that. And he said, you know, we both deserve to win, but somebody got to go home. And, man, to his credit, man, he took the Celtics and put them on his back. And he would call the spot. Yeah. You know, but he never called a spot against me. That's kind of disrespect.
When I tell people Larry Bird talk trash.
Yes, and let you know. Let you know every time.
But it ain't the trash. It wasn't the trash word with the meaning. You know, it was like, I'm going to shoot left-handed this time.
Right.
Why
you put a white boy guard. You got a white guy up in there.
Pretty much that was it. I mean, that was one of the greatest performances I've seen from a guy in those circumstances. Because you're talking about 7th game in the playoffs. To carry his team the way he did in that fourth quarter. When you talk about the clutch shots, he hit 10 clutch shots
I was going to say
that game.
It was crazy, too, because it's rare in a game you feel it. Like, you know, you guys have been in games where after the games, people say, man, that was the most amazing game, but you were in it. And you were like, you know, I didn't feel that. I knew it was a good game.
Right.
That was one of the few games I was saying, this was a hell of a game right now. It was a hell of a game. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's like poetry in motion. I mean, he knew how to play the game before you even got to him.
And it was a shootout in the fourth quarter. It came down to the last shot.
One left to ponder what might have been. The other to lead his team onward.
And let me know what you thought about this video down below in the comment section. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy the video. Hit that like button if you want to support the channel. And here are 2 new videos I think that you will also enjoy, so be sure to check them out. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.
Wow, that was a good one right there, y'all. Man, that was a good one. I didn't even know it was that long either. That was a damn sure good one. But yeah, man, we back, y'all. We back. I miss y'all so much, man. But I'm definitely glad to be back. I felt good taking those days off, man, just to kind of re-energize myself and focus on things in life and different things like that. But yeah, man, we back, y'all. So let's get it popping. Let's get it. The grind don't stop, man. We back here now. And yeah, y'all got some videos you want me to do. Definitely got full games coming. But yeah, definitely got some videos dropping. So definitely look out for that, man. We definitely going back to back like we used to. But yeah, man, I'm back, man. Just feel like I'm back home, you know. Definitely had a good 2 days off, though. Definitely had a good 2 days off to just kind of take myself out of this. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I can't really explain it. But anyway, man. On to the next video, man. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. Turn on that bell, man. I'm uploading every single day, and we are back, man. This is a good video to start off with, and I know a lot of people was giving me this video to do. And yeah, I know that I think some of the comments y'all sent in the comments, I did see me out comments, but I know I was taking some days off because I was trying to kind of just clear my head a little bit. But I think I did delete a couple of this comments for this video because I kind of didn't want to ruin it. I kind of wanted to be fresh, you know. So I don't just wanted to let people know, like, you know, if you saw me delete your comment of this video, it's only because I was trying to, you know, keep everything like a surprise. You know, nobody don't really see it. So, but anyway, man, that's it. We on to the next video, man. I love y'all. We back. Peace.